Hey everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have the very first part of the Ice Cream Legacy Challenge. So I will have the rules for this down below, but it was created by Becky Sim on Instagram. So this is our sim here. I will get into her in a second. But the description is you are a person with a lot of passion for your job, for the one you love, and for your friends. But sometimes it can get out of hand. You have a hard time seeing where the line is. Your emotions control you completely. When it comes to love, it could probably be that you're in love with the idea of love, not a specific person. And even though you often think the grass is greener on the other side, your jealousy would never let your partner leave you the way you intended to do. You think that the only thing you can really trust in life is all problems can be solved with money, so make sure to always have enough. So her traits are romantic, jealous, and materialistic. Her aspiration is the serial romantic, and her career is going to be the style influencer in the stylist branch. So for this generation, we have to complete the serial romantic aspiration, complete the style influencer career. All kids must be from different relationships. All people in town have to be given a makeover, which I'm going to end up doing through manage households. Get caught cheating at least once. Leave someone at the altar at least once, and change your hairstyle once a week. So let's go ahead and hop in, and I will introduce you to my sim. So this is Giselle. So I also have wonderful whims in my game right now. So she also has Lover and Sinister, which Sinister is going to be kind of interesting. So I guess we'll have to go ahead and see how that is. Also, I apologize if the resolution of my game isn't great. I am still trying to find out the perfect resolution for filming Sims 4. So hopefully if it's not great in this part, we will go ahead and get it fixed for the next part. I also have the Simda dating app in my game, so I am playing with mods, but I think it's going to make it just a little bit more fun, is kind of what I'm thinking. So first off, we're gonna hop in and get her the stylist influencer job. We have a work assignment already, which interviewing Sims shouldn't be too bad. So we can definitely go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just had the thermostat like placed down, so I'm letting her just, change that quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna hop into the dating app and get started on her aspiration because it's also going to help us with meeting people for interviewing and stuff like that for the job as well. So I think that's going to be the best idea for us currently. But okay, so it looks like our first date here is with Zoe. We went ahead and came over here to the library. Now, if I didn't mention this already, this entire challenge is base game, and that is why I'm just kind of like wanting to do it and go from there. Okay, so we do not have a good first impression of Zoe. Giselle thinks that she is insecure, immature. But Zoe seems to think that Giselle is responsible, but they have good compatibility. So we're just gonna go ahead and focus on some of these like goals and ask stuff like that for the date. But I also want to go ahead and interview her at some point too. So let's just go ahead and get to know her, discuss her interests. Um, I do tend to have my Sims with like Simda dating dates to lay on the flirting probably a little bit more than I normally would. Now, I will also say, this is my very first, like, I guess not, I did Going Together, but this is like my first, like, Sims 4 challenge that I'm doing on my channel ever. So I am still a little bit, I wouldn't necessarily say new to filming Sims 4, but it's just not something that I typically have tended to do. But I think we're gonna have it in the channel a little bit more. So they are heading into the library to sit down and chat, just because that is one of the goal dates. And we're just gonna keep on going here, trying to see if we can build up their relationship a bit. Also, like the main goal for this date is to kiss somebody, like to kiss her. And I think that also helps us out with the aspiration, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, we're just gonna, kind of give her some pickup lines and compliment her appearance. I don't want to lay it like on overly thick, but I just kind of want to gradually, float, work towards these goals. We'll also go ahead and discuss interests. And why are we going all the way across the library? Okay, I don't know what's up with that, but it's fine. So we're just gonna keep this kind of going. Um, all right, so we are now feeling flirty, which it does not appear that Zoe is currently feeling that exact same way, but we are getting to know a bit more about her archetype. I think that's how you say that. So that will help us get to know her a little bit more, but we're gonna go ahead and do a joke, and then we'll go ahead and see if we can hold hands with her, which does not appear to be an option quite yet. So I can't kiss her either, but we will eventually, find something out, but we're just gonna go ahead and joke with her. And I don't want to kiss hands. I want to hold hands. Ow. First impressions are strong. Okay, so yeah, she's not happy about this whole like first impression thing, which I did download the one that first impressions don't fade, just because I want to be like able to know what the initial like first impression was. But like I think the compatibility in the game is going to help out anyways. So let's go ahead and just tell her a story and just keep trying to build this up as much as we can. But okay, are we good? Why did we just? Oh, because I was giving her those. I couldn't remember what I clicked on. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and kiss her, which is going to help us out with the goal, which is lovely. And it also helped us out because that was one of her wants. So we can also now go ahead and hold hands. And we are already up to a gold date. So we don't technically. Oh, does she like homebody sims? Huh. I mean, sure. I don't know. We are just kind of getting to know Giselle, so if that's going to pop up and say that that's what she likes, and that's what she likes. Um, we'll go ahead and tell her an engaging story. All right, we're just gonna keep this going. But yeah, I don't really have to like focus on this date all too much now, which is nice. I do have to continue interviewing some other Sims, but I'm not all too worried about that as of late yet. But I didn't think that the library would be like such a popping place on a Sunday, but I don't know, maybe people in Willow Creek don't have anything else to do. But then again, I would also probably be somebody that was hanging out at my local library, so I get it. But it looks like the date is almost over. I'm just gonna kind of let them do their own thing at this point, but I do want to get to know some other people over here as well and interview them, which is why I'm having her introduce herself to Mortimer, which it appears that Mortimer has a good first impression of us, which is interesting. So let's just go ahead and interview him. Right. And then I think we might be okay, or we at least have like one more. No, we're good. Alright, so the date is complete. We also completed our work assignment, so no complaints there. So, okay, so she thinks that we're clingy, which is not great. And then Mortimer, I saw his was good. He thinks that Giselle is an interesting sim, and we think he is imaginative. Okay. But she's not into Mortimer Goss, so there's that. But alright, so we didn't do too bad. They have amazing compatibility now, so I don't know I don't know why that suddenly just like went up, but we're gonna roll with it. I think now, okay, so we finished that. Um, we do have some milestones. Apparently she is in love with Zoe now, which this is one thing I don't understand about this game. Why do they fall in love so easy? But okay, so I think we're immediately going to hop back in and go on another Simda date. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking that is absolutely wild of me to do. But we have the serial romance is to go on 2 dates. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We have the time to do so now, so why not take it? And I don't know, I like, oh, okay. Well, I was not entirely expecting him, but we're gonna go ahead and head over here to the bar. All right, so here is the date. We're gonna go ahead and do a friendly introduction. So this is Gavin. I have seen him around in this game before. I don't know a whole lot about him, but he does not have a good first impression of her, so that's not great. But let's go ahead and ask him if he's single because that is one of the goals. We also just have to kind of have a conversation with him. The main goal, again, is just to kiss your date. She wants to have a drink and schedule a date. Well, we can definitely do that. And then she wants a pool that's at least 1 by 1, which, if it is a 1 by 1 square, I wouldn't necessarily consider that to be a pool. But let's just go ahead and keep talking to Gavin. Alright, so he is single. Somebody else joined in on the conversation, but I'm just going to primarily focus on Gavin still, just to, work on these date goals. So we now have to go ahead and sit and talk to him and flirt with him 5 times. So we're just going to keep this going here, build up a little bit of some momentum, see how things go. I do need to check out what her first impression of him was. We also already have the option for first kiss. Oh, first impression is crush, and that he's an interesting sim. Okay, so maybe this is more so her type. That's going to be a bit of an awkward first kiss here because of the height thing. So let's pretend that that wasn't like that, but that was a very easy first kiss. Like, we haven't even reached, I was gonna say, haven't even reached bronze yet, but there we are at silver. So let's just go ahead and keep this going. We'll sit and talk to him here in a second. We'll just come over here to this bench. We also have to go ahead and hold hands, which we can do that fairly quickly. And then we'll come over here and sit and chat. Alright, so we are up to another gold date. So it seems like dates are going fairly well for her today. And I kind of just want to let her, do her own thing, get to know Sims on her own, see what happens. But I'm kind of surprised that Gavin is her crush. I don't know. For some reason, I was not expecting that based off of first impressions. But let's just go ahead and get to know him a little bit. But he's very flirty, she's very flirty, so maybe they are, feeling each other. But we have to go ahead and tell him a story, so we'll go ahead and do an engaging story. And I just absolutely hit the wrong button. I was meaning to get her to go ahead and auto solve her bladder, and UI cheats just made me accidentally make her pee herself. So this is clearly an interesting date, to say the least. Um, okay. Is he like grossed out by it, or does he not really care? Well, it seems like he's still flirting with her. Okay. Well, that's kind of like really awkward on my end, but I mean, I guess that's a way to make a first impression, even if it was by a complete accident. But I don't know. We're just gonna let them keep chatting, just their personality. Okay. It seems like they get along fairly well. It doesn't seem like they have any issues with getting along. So let's go ahead and share our insecurities. And they want both Sims to be flirty at the same time. Now, that is not going to happen, considering, I'm accidentally made her have an accident. So, this little bit of her like life story could be a little bit interesting. But let's go ahead and ask him about his romantic interests. Um, but the date is almost up here anyways. So, okay, so we learned that, and it looks like they're still trying to kind of figure that out, which is totally fine. So, alright, we're just gonna wait for this date to end, then we'll go home, have her take care of her needs. There is the date complete. Alright, so we got a promotion, so that's not too bad for her first day of work, but she does have the want to ask Zoe to be her girlfriend, which Zoe was not who I expected. She is very like stressed out. I'm gonna let her come over here and grab some leftovers out of the fridge. But yeah, so she wants to ask Zoe to be her girlfriend. And I'm not going to lie, I can't say that I expected it to be Zoe when Gavin was the one that like had her impression like lit away, and she's like, "Oh, like I've got automatically got a crush on this guy." So I can't say I expected it with Zoe at all, but let's go ahead and we will invite Zoe over. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. So, we do have a few, new milestones, which one is my fault. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So apparently she fell in love with the both Sims, which again, more so the idea of being in love, so maybe that makes sense. But let's go ahead and get you to watch a little bit of TV. The fun is unbelievably low. Oh, maybe there's no point because it looks like Zoe is late here. So let's go ahead and, invite her inside, build up the relationship a little bit because I feel like they don't know each other well enough to actually be official. But if it's what Giselle wants, then I guess we're just gonna go ahead and go with it. So let's go ahead and just be a little bit flirty, offer her a rose, and apparently embrace her. And we could ask her if she's a mermaid, but I'm pretty sure she's not. We can go ahead and ask her about her career because I don't think we know that yet. And we just reached charisma skill level 2. But let's go ahead and compliment her appearance. Apparently she's thinking or talking about woohoo, which is interesting. And then we'll go ahead and, confess attraction. I feel like that's probably a good way to ease into the asking to be girlfriend situation. Um, let's see. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and keep this going. The first impression is still making her a little bit angry, which I forgot that she had a bad first impression. So that makes me a little bit even more surprised that she's like, okay, I want Zoe to be my girlfriend. But alright, we'll just go ahead and blow a kiss. Um, I don't know. We're just gonna keep trying. Come back here and kiss her. I need to build this up to like girlfriend status. And she just like glitched out there a little bit, so I don't know what was up with that. But okay. I'm not currently seeing that as being an option. Let's go ahead and compliment her appearance. She also wants to, oh, well, she wanted to woohoo with Zoe and then that disappeared. So I'm not entirely sure what that means, but that was kind of strange. Alright. Um, oh, there we are. Okay, let's go ahead and ask to be girlfriend, see how this goes, and then we can just, oh, okay, it seemed like that went well. I don't know why that glitched out like that, but we did just finish the first milestone of her aspiration. So that is one thing down. We have a few more to go. We can go ahead and ask Zoe to stay the night and just keep trying to build up this relationship a bit. I was hoping that they could actually maybe like woohoo just to help out her fun, but I'm not currently seeing the option, which I don't think it's an issue with how high the relationship bar is. No, I'm not proposing. That is a little bit too fast. Even though we do have to leave somebody at the altar for this challenge, I don't think we need to, jump into that in the very first part. So let's go ahead and they're just gonna keep apparently, flirting, doing their thing. And I should probably ask what her woohoo interests are. I didn't even think about that. Um, alright, I think we're just possibly going to go to bed soon. Alright, so they are now over here, talking on the bed. I'm just gonna let them, have a bit of a passionate kiss. They are both feeling kind of flirty. And Giselle is in an absolutely horrible mood because she needs some fun. But I don't think we are going to be able to cure that through any sort of woohoo with Zoe because it refuses to pop up. So I think we might just, keep this going here a little bit. And it looks like, oh, okay, so we have this pop up here about her possibly being a snob. I don't feel like we know her well enough to add in any additional traits yet. So if it pops up again, then I will accept it. But for now, I think we're okay. But I'm just gonna go ahead and let these two flirt a little bit here, do their thing, and then we might just, call it a night, go to bed, and go from there. But yeah, I'm not seeing the option of woohooing at all, which is totally fine. Um, okay, we'll go ahead and caress her cheek and just let these two be a little bit cutesy. Alright, so we just had a pop-up for Gavin wanting to come over, which, why not? We don't have anything, going on. We can go ahead and use him to discuss outfits for work, which is nice. So I'm actually going to pause my game, which this is going to look super ridiculous. I'm going to queue up the discuss outfit thing 3 times because I've noticed if I do this, it counts for all of them. And I don't know if I can do that, just like regularly without pausing my game and like making sure it's queued up if it just disappears. So we're just gonna try and get that work task over and done with. Alright, there we are, it's complete. And we can just, get to know Gavin a little bit more. Um, why do we have the option to woohoo with him? I'm just gonna go for it. She needs some fun in her life. Why not? So we just learned his woohoo interests, and he was at least safe about it. I'm gonna let whoever's outside stay there. We are a little bit busy right now, but we are having, her fun go up a bit, which is lovely. So we have to achieve a higher charisma skill and have 3 first kisses. We've already had 2 first kisses, so we're getting a little bit closer there. But we also need to work on the writing skill for her job. Alright, so we are back and we are working from home today. So we're just coming over here to Jeffrey Landgrab, who's in the middle of the street, and we're going to talk to him because we have to talk to 3 Sims. Um, okay, she does not like Jeffrey Landgrab. He is annoying, which honestly, that's kind of fitting. But oh, why are we uncomfortable? What's up, girly? Okay, so the welcome wagon is here. I'm going to go ahead and quickly use them just to help out with work, but she does actually have crab lice right now. So I guess that's, the karma of her actions and woohooing with Gavin so quickly. But we will get that taken care of. We're gonna go ahead and invite the neighbors in just because they have fruitcake, and that means that I don't have to have her make anything for a bit. But let's just go ahead and interview Summer. We can also go ahead and interview Travis. And then I think we should be okay for work stuff. But I might go ahead and end the welcome wagon early just so we can go ahead and head to the. I don't know what the name of it is. What is it called in here? There we are. Go to the store because we need to go ahead and pick up some shampoo. So, oh, that's also true. I should probably get her, some pads and tampons. Um, okay. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and put away the fruitcake. All right, we can go ahead and use this now that she is in the shower, and she should be better now. Her fun is unfortunately low once again, which is probably due to me and her, job. But let's go ahead and head out. So she has been working on her writing skill. We're just about to reach level 2. So Zoe went ahead and asked her out on a date. So we're just gonna go ahead and, let that happen. This one doesn't seem to have any goals or anything like that. So I also don't think I've ever seen this lot. I don't know. I don't typically have my Sims leave the house a lot when it comes to Sims 4. I'm having her interview Zoe when I don't even need to. It's fine. I do kind of want to let her go ahead and grab a drink. She wants to listen to music and flirt with someone, which flirting with somebody is very easy whenever you are on a date. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, perfect. All right, so that should get us a little bit more, lifetime happiness. And now it looks like she might actually want a drink as well. And let's go ahead and just, talk about our insecurities, I guess. And I will take a look around the slot to see if I can find a bar. Cause yeah, she wants to have a drink from being at a lounge. Oh, there's one over here. Let's go ahead and order a drink. We will order a drink for the group. Okay, so I went ahead and had her come over here and order drinks for her and Zoe. So at least that way Zoe is getting one as well. I absolutely cannot remember what it is that I had her order though. But we're just gonna let them hang out, see how everything goes. Seems like the date's going okay so far. It appears that Zoe is a little bit tense though, so that's unfortunate. But let's go ahead and express our fondness for her. Don't miss significant other for 6 hours. I have never seen this. Okay, we'll try. I think we might be able to do that. Because if she sleeps for 6 hours, and technically that moodlet shouldn't pop up, I think. So let's just go ahead and keep interacting with Zoe here. The romance bar is a lot higher than the friendship bar, but I'm not going to give her any of that. Okay. Okay, so easy sipping, so she's at least enjoying her drink. It seems like everything is going okay. Let's go ahead and ask her about her romantic interests and just get to know her a little bit more on that level. Um, okay, we'll also ask her a question, kiss her hands. All right. So we are just, learning a little bit more about Zoe, but they are actually kind of cute. I don't think, obviously, I don't see them being like long term or anything, just because that doesn't seem like Giselle's thing by any means. But let's go ahead and ask her about her attractiveness preferences, because I did go ahead and randomize those. Okay. Not too bad. The date is over. So we just found out that her woohoo preference is only men, but her romance is a woman. Giselle went ahead and got a promotion. So I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. I post videos typically 3 to 4 times a week right now. If you are already subscribed and want notifications when I post, hit that bell down below. Make sure that your YouTube notifications are turned on, and I will see you all next time. Bye, lovelies.